In Rachel's mind, this is a bitter battle of the sisters. How sad that these sons have to bear the name of this sordid and ungodly contention. Not the slightest hint of protest from Jacob. He gleefully complies. 4 women to bed with his wife's approval. Incredible to think this is the man God chose to be the father of his chosen people. Leah engages heartily in this sisterhood death match of hate, boasting in her child numbers in mocking tone. But even in this joyful name, the happiness is derived not from the birth of a surrogate son, but from besting her younger sister. Everything in Jacob's life is about a struggle for supremacy, getting one over your rival. This is what Jacob has taught his family by his actions. At least in verse 17, we get some passing commentary that Leah had been praying to Yahweh. If only she and her sister and Jacob had all trusted in the providence of the Lord. Jacob, through the 4 women, would ultimately have 12 sons. They would go on to become the 12 tribes of Israel. The priestly oversight is taken by Levi. The patriarchal leadership is bestowed upon Judah, and the double portion of inheritance is given to the increaser, Joseph. It's worth noting the 2 major institutions of Israel, priesthood and the kingship, come from the unloved and unwanted line of Leah. The order of birth of the sons correlates with the history of Israel. Reuben, son of vision, the nation begins. Simeon, God hears the cry of Israel in Egypt. Levi, Israel joined together as a nation under oppression in Egypt. Judah, Israel praised the Lord at their Egyptian exodus. Dan, judgment, God gave them Moses to judge them, and the law at Sinai for Israel to be judged by. Naphtali, wrestling, speaks of their 40 years of struggle in the wilderness. Gad, meaning a troop who would conquer a fortune in rich land. And Asher, happiness, finally came to Israel once they occupied the promised land. Issachar, Israel finally earned their own wages in the land. And Zebulun, Israel at last have a dwelling place. Dinah, Jacob's only named daughter, meaning judge. And Israel had over 300 years called the time of the judges. Then we come to Rachel's 2 sons. First Joseph, the greatly loved son, the one whose name means increaser. David and his son Solomon greatly increased the dominion of Israel, leading us to Jacob's final son, the prophesied one, Benjamin, son of the right hand, or son of strength, son of my sorrows. Christ, the ultimate son of prophecy, is the son of the right hand of the power of God. He came from the line of David. He came to die, to bring us new life from his death. He was a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. God's purpose in allowing Israel to become a nation was so they could bring forth this God-man Messiah. Jesus, the Saviour of mankind, is the ultimate purpose for the nation Israel.